Finished off their first game in 25 minutes. WE desperately looking to try and tie this series up.
See if they've got some fuel still in the tank. They've definitely changed up their game plan. And the thing that we really hadn't touched upon was Xie, you know, picking up the Rune Glaive. Ezreal has that smite in the mid lane, and how that definitely changes the jungle pressure and jungle pathing.
There's also the fact that they do have this double disengage style as well. The fact that Xie will be able to get out a whole lot of extra damage. Deft and Mystic trading blows here momentarily. Nice use of the ebb and flow from Mako. See how many of the triple flows he manages to get. It's a beautiful time. The splishy splashy.
The splishy splash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah, I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I don't think I am. Wait, is that still the same on the Chinese client?
No. You know what's also really terrifying?
What?
Kog'Maw's voice on the Chinese client.
Well, I'm excited for that.
In the North American client, he sounds, you know, like super cute, like a, I don't know, like a puppy fell into a vat of nuclear waste.
Yeah. Alex Mack, the puppy.
Oh, wow, that's rude. Coral pulling away the sapling just to mess with Aluka's start on that Raptor camp, so forcing him out of the level 2 advantage.
Frustrating.
No, but on the Chinese client, Kog'Maw sounds like a demon. Very scary one.
I actually feel like that's a little bit more appropriate for being a little voidling as he is. Mystic and Conan going to be taking one of the little sentinels to try and get to that level 2 a bit quicker.
Exactly right. Just gives them slight EXP advantage, and they don't take any damage for it. Although, forced to use the shield defensively, not how you want to start that.
Another ebb and flow going to be used here, and of course the sustain versus the pseudo-sustain of the shield, meaning that EDG probably able to go a little bit more ham with their health bars.
No, you're absolutely right. It's, again, poke versus sustain. So, in elongated fights, EDG will find favor just because they're going to be able to heal that one back up. Whereas WE really need to make the most out of burning through Maka's mana bar and abusing that shield aggressively. So they need to get control of the creep wave so Caitlyn can spend more time on these auto attacks.
Well, level 2 is actually going to be hit evenly here as Ebb and Flow still doing a whole bunch of work for Mako, and as EDG bottom lane. Headshot from Mystic though, still doing some
beautiful
work. Yeah, nice QE combo. More Voidoos coming out. Deft uses the heal, in fact. They dodge out of the way of the Howling Gale, but this has been a pretty intense bottom lane so far.
Yeah, really aggressive. Both these teams skirmishing so hard. I can't believe Deft burned the heal though, so advantage definitely over to WE.
Yeah, I guess frightened of the fact that that Howling Gale could have actually turned the tides of that fight. Spirit now looking to capitalize on that lack of Summoner spell. Getting in here, there's the Body Slam flash as Mako's forced to use his as well. Voidoo's over the top as he does have the Tie Caller's Blessing to Deft, but not going to be able to use too many of those charges.
And it was just really an error of posturing on Conan's part, so he was looking for the max range tornado from across the lane, and he did a decent job revving it up, but if Conan and Mystic had just changed places in posture on the lane, it would have been a much easier chain CC of the displacement on the tornado after the belly bop.
The displacement tornado belly bop.
The knock-up displacement.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Very few champions
belly bops again.
have
GA has to
displacements.
handle Pawn with his hypercharge. Fine so far. You can see EDG still handling this lane quite nicely, only down by about 3 CS. ClearLove going to be taking... Oh! ClearLove just takes it as well. Sad times. EDG, everything going wrong. May as well surrender.
Look at that signature chase.
The damage calculations to the skies. Pawn able to get the all in. Switches back to the hammer form. Pawn's angry. Wanted that blue buff, man.
Man, if only a blue buff would kill him.
Yeah. I think he wanted an excuse to eat all of his biscuits. That extra little bit of mana.
I wonder what the conversation was like in comms. No, you take it. Are you sure? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, in goes Spirit. Not able to slow down Pawn just yet, but ClearLove tunnels his way around. The heal from Pawn going to be used. Spirit now the focus. So much damage, and ClearLove picks up first blood.
Beautiful counter gank playing around Pawn. This is fairly classic. Pawn, you know, stepping forward, you have to suspect that you're going to get ganked, so ClearLove making sure that he's near. Oh, the snipe. The Prey Seeker into the Unbarrow.
There's the to the skies. ClearLove comes in, and GA's dead.
Yep.
That was beautifully played, but a little bit tricky.
And ClearLove now 2-0 up on this Rek'Sai pick. It's been a while since I've gotten to see his Rek'Sai.
Yeah, probably should go Warrior. Well, there's the bubble. Not gonna. Actually, does find Mystic. He was in the animation for the Peacemaker, so it was a bit confusing, but did nail it. Aluka now looking for ClearLove. Does have the tunnel to get himself out, but Gromp is going to change his mind. Decides to kill a tree this time around, and ClearLove is going to be frustrated at Aluka, but once again going to start off that Gromp. Heading back. Meanwhile, Mako is going to kill Mystic. Conan in trouble as well. As the Voidoos comes down, Mako trying to do some work. 100 health left on this Janna, and EDG going to back away.
Also should be noted that Koro in that exchange in the bottom lane did burn his teleport, decided to cancel it, so that's why he's still in the top lane. But, you know, just making sure that Deft and Mako are able to get the advantage in the 2v2.
Yeah, well, Deft able to now catch up in farm, pickaxe and boots. What Mystic was able to pick up, but now with the extra assist, I have a feeling Deft might be well and truly halfway through that Trinity Force. We'll see what he decides to get, whether he wants the extra sustain, or the extra health, sorry, of that Phage, or whether it's going to be the Sheen pickup as the Spirit body slams over, sweeps out the ward.
Remember back in Korea on Samsung Blue when Deft was known for dying randomly in lane?
Yeah, he wasn't really a laning AD carry, was he? He was more of the team fighting guy.
Exactly, to where we are now, you know, being super
Ludicrous.
hyper aggressive at level 1.
But also calculating as well, like able to command respect in the lane, making sure that the laning phase is somewhere that he's very comfortable in. It's not the Deft of old that you'd expect. Always known for being able to team fight incredibly well. Not for this level of power. I think playing with Mako as well has really done great things for Deft.
I want to quickly touch on what we just saw on the mid lane there. So for all you Jace players, this is fairly old, something that McNoon really popularized. Place your acceleration gate very, very close to where you shoot out your shock blast as opposed to away from Jace, because obviously then your Q is traveling that much faster for that much longer, which is why he's able to get these quick snipes off as opposed to placing an acceleration gate and then firing his Q through it. It's right on top.
Yeah, you also get the speed buff for yourself very quickly. That is insane. Wolf Spirit going to spot ClearLove doing this blue buff, but you can see Pawn, oh my goodness, is he going to be able to take it this
Calculate.
time? True Shot Barrage means that ClearLove gets it.
This is going to be the micro story of a cast. Can Pawn get a blue buff? Will he get the mana regen? He's got his tier already available to him.
Well, you mentioned the fact that, you know, this Runeglaive Ezreal, generally, if struggling in the lane, is going to pick up the Trailblazer. Otherwise, the Sheen, this time, it's a Trailblazer game.
Obviously answering to the fact that he got dove by ClearLove and Pawn. And Spirit right there just making sure that Mystic, excuse me, not Mystic, it's AD carry, Xie, being able to reset and to bounce the wave, forcing Pawn out there. But that said, with knowledge of where Spirit is, ClearLove's going to go ahead and tunnel over the back of this dragon and try to make a steal.
Yeah, he's going to be able to get it too, of course. The Cinderhulk already completed when Spirit only has the Ruby Crystal and, of course, the Trailblazer. So ClearLove able to solo that one out.
It's just this new controlled style of EDG. Micro advantages that snowball into bigger things. Again, when EDG, you know, first got their Koreans, it was about this big roam, early skirmish, you'd find an early kill, and then it would just snowball into more kills. Now it's things that are just a little bit more subtle. You know, you Pawn standing to that side of the lane, the fact that they got information that Spirit had exited to the top side, that he was clearing out the Scuttle Crab on top of a ward, allowing ClearLove to make the call to look for the dragon.
Well, Pawn able to get a ping forward over that wall. Now, once again, Pawn's battle with his ability to get a blue buff. We'll see whether he's able to lock
We got
that
it.
down. He did it! Oh, congratulations. Pawn able to grab that. So, look, now he's just going to be shooting out even more shot blasts with acceleration gates very close to his character.
curious thing is going to be how EDG are going to play the next 6 minutes within the Dragon timing window. If ClearLove's going to continue to power farm, which Rek'Sai is very good at doing, or if he's possibly going to look for even more pressure. Again, we are in a bit of a power trough for pretty much all of his lanes. Kog'Maw waiting on that Trinity Force, Jace looking for the upgraded Mana Moon, Brutalizer, CDR boots.
Yep, last whistle wouldn't be bad either. True Barrage going to try and clear out this wave of Jia, who's still very comparable as far as that CS score is concerned, and thankfully for him, Pawn only picking up a couple of those assists. So not real massive money. That's the difference between these two players. Pawn still able to command respect here. Jia just answering the
check back in as far as our CS across the board. It's actually fairly even. So Masters 3, WE still doing a great job keeping themselves in this. We talked about, you know, Caitlyn kind of a little bit slow to take off, but if you can get her to that late game, she can fill the need of a hyper carry. But ClearLove now setting up for a counter gank.
Yeah. Spirit can clear out this board here as well. As there's the knock-up. Acro Prison doesn't find Conan there, as ClearLove still happy to skirmish. Deft and Mystic, meanwhile, just going to be battling away. Deft with his Fade, able to get a little bit more movement speed in this fight. You can see Living Artillery doing some work as well, as ClearLove and Spirit having their own little battle. There's Acro Prison, the Ignite down onto Mystic. He's burning to death. 100 health is going to be what he's left with, as Ace in the Hole comes down, not going to find the kill. As Monsoon to try and reset. ClearLove has pressured out Spirit though, so at the moment a 2v3.
Really nice flash from Mystic to save his life by dodging Mako's ultimate right there, and a good reset from Conan. Spirit coming around for round 2, they maybe have the lead.
Yep, no mana onto Deft either, as he doesn't get knocked up by the Howling Gale. Conan having to trade his flash for Deft's.
An elongated exchange, but in the end, WE come out on top. Again, a nice dodge from Mystic, and more importantly, a beautiful reset from Conan on the Monsoon.
Yeah. Now Deft able to pick up a Sheen when he went back to base, grabs himself some booties as well. Thankfully also a full mana bar. 98 CS to 91 there, so of course, Janet Caitlyn still pretty horrendous to deal with, irrespective of the power of the player you are against. But Mystic and Conan were playing very, very well, especially in that last
I was going to say, typically this lane would be indicative of a much deeper CS discrepancy between Caitlyn and Janna. That's one of the strongest 2v2 lanes imaginable, but Deft and Mako just did such a fantastic job getting control of the creep wave and fighting level 1.
Yeah, it's a good point. So, oh, GA. Oh, Pawn didn't see him. So close, but tower falls down in the mid lane. First one of the game here, and sort of passively, those 3 kills that EDG managed to pick up. It's 3,000 gold the lead.
What this does, however, is it unlocks a ton of pressure. But hold on, teleport.
Yeah, teleport onto the bottom side of Luca, finding himself in a decent position now. Deft, explosive cast back as Korra just wants to get the heck out. Cathian surprise. Not going to be able to kill Mystic, especially not with that extra shield. WE might be able to turn something here in the bottom lane.
Brilliant gank from Aluka. He is now looking for a possible dive. That said, Mako. Oh,
Mystic getting caught by the Shadow Dash. There's the tidal wave as well, as Korra is going to finish off the kill. A lot of consistent damage missing now. Aluka trying to turn this one around. ClearLove finds his way in Shadow Dash to safety there. And Aluka just going to get himself out with a twisted advance. Goodness, Korra's pretty good at this video game.
I was also just going to comment that Mako unfortunately didn't have the Nami ultimate available to help Deft disengage to safety, but it was back and available when they were looking at the possible dive on Koro.
Yeah, Born looking to try and steal away the blue buff, not quite able to time it in time. Now just going to keep clearing this one through. You can see, yeah, man, he's like, it looks like Pawn is in control of this lane almost to a fault. The GA has been able to clean up every bit of farm that's let through, and you can see only one in the lead is with Jade.
And that's the strength of Runeblade Ezreal, the fact that you're given AoE splash damage and so much farm potential to the Q, which shores up pretty much the only disadvantage that Ezreal had in terms of a lane, you know, the fact that he didn't have AoE or pushing power or wave clear, so definitely a very strong item for the AP Ezreals.
Deft, a little void oven here on the bottom side. True shot barrage. Not sure where it was going. Teleport in here, but Twisted Advance is going to stop it. Is Koro unable to get in? Monsoon comes down as well. ClearLove still looking for the knockup. Gets it onto both Conan and Mystic. Look at all of this burst damage from Pawn as he gets an easy double kill. Now just tanking up this turret. The rest of WE coming around, and there it is. GA locks down the revenge kill, but it's still a 1 for 2 in favor of EDG.
What looked like a beautiful disengage from Conan, ClearLove just forces him to burn his flash to make sure that he can land the Unburrow. But again, Conan and Mystic standing together to give a double knockup as opposed to just one. However, GA.
Oh my goodness, Deft going so aggressive now as well. Mako there had the Epic Flow, had the Tuckol's Blessing. Oh goodness.
Uses the heal to get the movement speed bonus to dodge out away from the ultimate, not only giving them bonus HP, but walking them to safety.
The bonus hard drive in the bottom lane.
Is Sada here?
Yeah, I know. I was going to say we need his cable. SATA cable.
Don't even explain it.
Okay, good. Well, BF Sword now completed for Mystic as well as those boots too. So we've got the pushing build currently. Trinity Force though is the answer for Deft, so a lot of power there. And now Pawn looking for that black cleaver by the looks of things. With the Ruby Crystal and the longsword.
In the Pawn snipe.
Oh my goodness. The accelerated destroy dragon blast.
No pressure, Spirit.
Oh, Aqua Prison was there. Yeah, no, you got it. Spirit's been jungling for a long time. It's pretty good, I believe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know why we had it out of it.
Yeah.
Well, Deft and Mako back in the bottom lane as ClearLove now looking for a Luca. There's the Chilling Smite, gets the knockup as well. We'll see when Koro has that Shadow Dash back available. Nice use of the Arcane Smash. And a Luca is safe.
Luca's been doing fantastic in the top lane. You know,
he doesn't often do badly.
Koro, spending some time, you know, teleporting, stand uniting. That said, Luca did get himself an assist with his own teleport, but staying fairly even on CS. I mean, Shin's not going to offer a lot of kill pressure against a Maokai. But good job, Luca. Hello?
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is. So.
He canceled his auto attack.
Keeping everyone on their toes, you know? Well, you can see Deft ahead by 5 CS now, actually, now that he has that Trinity Force, able to control this lane a little bit better. Yeah, farming in the mid lane as well, almost has his Rabbiden's Death Ray.
Gonna be the big power spike for the AP Ezreal.
See, so far, you know, like WE managed to take down the dragon. Definitely good. But this game slowing down just momentarily. EDG probably happy for this to happen. They've got a lot of hyperscaling, but this Jace not going to stay super relevant like he is now forever.
He's on a big power spike. WE, like you said, got the last dragon, so kind of an unfortunate problem that EDG have run into where they don't have an arena to force WE to fight them, but they can start to look to siege and possibly dive again by taking...
Lack of prison lands so much burst damage as Tidal Wave flies through as well. Ace in the hole, fair bit of damage onto Deft there, but my goodness.
I keep expecting them not to go so hard, but for whatever reason, Mako and Deft just have Mystic's number.
Oh yeah, Mystic must have said something. Like in the lobby or something in Korean. You know, having this sort of...
Probably just threw him like a good luck, have fun.
Yeah. Oh, how dare he.
Scumbag. Probably tacked it on with a smiley face.
Yeah, exactly. The facetious smiley face.
I do that one a lot.
I know you do. I was in one of those games. Vaughn, we're going to try and clear out this mid wave that Jay had pushed up. Nice use of these guys to make sure all of that farm belongs to him.
Missed a creep.
Mystic's creep.
No, I said he missed a creep.
Surely not. This is Pawn. No, you're right. Yes. Deft will use the flash there. Spirit was looking for the body slam. ClearLove finds his way in as well. Aqua Prison onto Spirit. Deft with so much range. Able to get the consistent damage down. ClearLove once again claiming another life as he gets slowed down. Not going to be able to find Mystic there, who's getting auto attack after auto attack off. Just annoying these EDG players. Pawn comes in, just finishes off the kill. Conan's going to die at the same time as True Shot Barrage not going to be able to net anything. And EDG, they just react faster.
The mid lane is completely unlocked. You do have Shie continually looking for these cross-map ultimates to get on the back half of these engagements, but Pawn's getting there first. Of course, he has the acceleration gate.
Yeah.
But with that tower down, he's just able to impact more of the map.
Well, Shock Blast going to clear out that minion wave. Pink Orb was discovered here by GA, but Raptor Sense, of course, letting him know about that. Pawn not going to find the kill though. Karo looking for something.
Looking for Shia.
He's moving pretty fast. Accelerated Shock Blast going to find the Ezreal here. Of course, it's a pretty slippery target. Blue buff now available. Spirit heading over there as well. GA probably looking to pick that one up. Pawn going back to base. Now, what does he have to grab for himself next? Just an outright Black Cleaver.
He just straight up.
Yeah, that was a longsword Ruby Crystal transformed into a Black Cleaver then and there. So he's pretty strong.
Okay. The top tower will finally fall, so again, Aluka doing a good job keeping the pressure up there on top of Koro. They've now transitioned Deft traded towers because they have a 1 minute 30-second window before Dragon comes up where they can play their advantage in terms of numbers to the top side of the map.
Yep.
Should be able to quickly pick this one up, especially because Deft taking towers.
Yeah, and the turret had about 4 hits left in it as well. They're going to continue pushing up here as Spirit is in no man's land in the enemy jungle. Koro just switching this one back, trying to deal with the push out of Mystic, who's now able to do a lot of damage through these structures with that Infinity Edge and, of course, the boots too. Headshot actually working out here. Obviously, Koro uses the feint to try and negate some of the damage.
Yeah, Mystic, you know, has the Infinity Edge as well as the upgraded level 2 boots. So, pretty strong right now. Koro does need to be careful. You always have to be careful anytime you're the solo person in a lane against a Caitlyn, just because it will mean a free headshot, or not headshot, ace in the hole.
Yep, and the fact also that you can't defend that turret from a massive range. EDG playing towards the bottom side, knowing that the Dragon's going to be up in about 30 seconds. Deft gets his health halved by GA.
It's a really smart rotation from WE to try to see if they can consolidate their resources very quickly into the mid lane and possibly make a pick, but good respect from EDG to just walk out of the side of the lane, reset their position, and get back behind this creep wave.
Yeah, making sure that EDG always doing things on their terms. While Deft's going to clear out the mid wave. You've got Karo continuing to split push on the bottom side of the map.
Dragon will be live in 4 seconds, and again, EDG have consolidated all of their resources to that side, as well as forced Aluka top lane to deal with the massive minion wave. So if WE want to fight this, they will have to burn the TP.
Karo can just wander up towards the Dragon area. Now, to the skies, Pawn going to send that minion wave crashing towards GA, who wants to now make a choice. GG started off the Dragon, already down to about half health. Everyone's here, and that will be theirs. 2-1 for that objective. True Shot Barrage is going to sail unhappily by.
They look for the snipe, but WE, to their credit, you know, understanding that they couldn't go look for that team fight, they just weren't there with their items. The best reward they could have hoped for was the True Shot Barrage finding it, but otherwise they just continue to farm it out.
So what do WE have to wait for before they can start picking fights and making things happen for them?
Caitlyn, as well as the resistances on Maokai. It's a little bit different with Maokai, however, just because his ultimate is going to grant him some superficial tankiness, just in the free stats that it's going to block. The big thing, though, is making sure that Mystic is strong on that Caitlyn. We talked about kind of the mid-game power trough, and especially against EDG, where Jace is very strong, you know, his mirror mana just now upgrading. Pawn is so powerful right now. So WE, they just need to hold on until this Jace falls off slightly, and this Caitlyn can come back into the game.
At the moment, Mystic looking to try and pick up sideways. It's going to be the Krugs falling on the top side of the map, though, because just no waves that you can really get to safely here for the AD carry of WE. EDG now looking for GA as the Essence Block sails over ClearLove's head. Shown in position around GA as well, just for some safety.
WE making sure that they're deep warding together, not getting picked out or caught. And they're actually kind of running EDG around the map, you know, doing a better job getting control of these waves, pushing them forward, and just making EDG respond to farming it. That said, I mean, there's no do or die. They do have a window of opportunity on Pawn, but Deft is going to hyperscale into the late game just fine.
Yeah, and I'm actually interested about sort of this EDG lineup because I know Shen scales fantastically well, incredibly well into the late stage of the game, but Ezreal, he's the real wild card for me. I don't know whether he's going to really scale that much more than this Jace in order to really carry them through. And how do you see sort of the late game AP Ezreal? Because we've seen him just completely win games on his own.
This is going to sound fairly obvious, especially as Spirit might be in some trouble. No, you'll be fine. You have to hit your skill shots, which again, it sounds super obvious on Ezreal, but so many times teams will pick Ezreal and just not be able to connect when it counts, which effectively, you know, you do 25% of the damage.
Spirit just had his health more than half, loses 2/3 there as Deft going to flash a Luca into the well and truly backline of this EDG team. Flashes over Koro, almost gets the Shadow Dash there, now might be in an uncomfortable position. That tidal wave over 4 people, Pawn makes his way in. Destruction here for EDG, Conan's dead. Triple kill now for Pawn as Mystic gets Shadow Dash and EDG get a clean ace.
What a beautiful ultimate from Mako across
Stunning.
the entire team. That'll mean the tower and the Baron.
And Deft just going to hang out, take this inner turret on his own. ClearLove's already started off business here. 26 minutes into the game, it's EDG's Baron time almost every single time. 8,000 gold, now the lead, 14 kills to 3. Looks like EDG doing it again.
WE just needed to hold on. They couldn't afford to get into a fight in that scenario, but EDG backed them into a corner and forced it.
So just Deft walking past the Baron pit, spitting on it for a second there and just continuing to waddle like an oven away into the top lane.
Here we go. Here's going to be the replay of this team fight, though. So WE, they just get caught in this tiny little corner, and there's that Nami ultimate across pretty much every single member, and it just gives the go-ahead for Pawn to flash over the Raptor camp. He's looking for the quadra kill right here, but he's not able to get it, walking around the back half, possibly looking for the Q.
And Mako as well, like just singled out GA and auto-attacked him to death with Tycho's blessing. Conan now is dead. Yeah, that's so dead. I'd even go so far as to say super dead.
Severely dead.
Severely dead.
Yeah.
Well, that is an outright last whisper as well here for Deft. A little bit disappointed that that isn't a Phantom Dancer. Of course, a little bit better.
Look, Conan's playing
Damage-wise.
Do or Dade.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the Magi's.
Ready.
The dream's alive. What does their t-shirt say? Never give up on your dreams?
Well,
That's
not giving up on his dreams. I don't know how his dreams will fare, though, in the next team fight. As there's an AD carry with some pretty ludicrously gigantic items. Spirit body slams his way in to basically lose most of his health.
Oh, speaking of losing most of your health, Mystic just took, you know, a chunk from Pawn, his half health.
Yep, Aluka now as well, not going to be able to stand too close to this as either Storm trying to shield up this turret. EDG really setting themselves up to siege up this game. The rest of their minion waves actually doing quite well at the same time. Now just protecting this siege minion. ClearLove and Koro are going to tank up these Yordle snap traps. Mako loses half of his health. Tidal Wave comes across in defiance as Aluka just dies to death. So much extra damage. They lose the inhibitor turret. Arcane shift from GA to get himself out of there, but it's not far enough. As the accelerated shock blast gets him and Conan and just destroys half of their health. ClearLove just lack of respect entirely as Deft is going to tank up the turret and try and kill Spirit. Voidoo's not going to do enough. Deft uses the heal. The Stand United comes down with the Cogmore as well. Keeps him alive for now as Spirit is able to get back to the fountain unscathed. Well, not unscathed, but without being dead. Two inhibitors.
So quickly this game has just snowballed out of control. We now have over a 10k gold lead in favor of EDG as they take 2 inhibitors, go to reset the map, and are now turning on the dragon.
Oh, here comes Aluka! Boys and girls, straight in there with a twisted advance onto Deft. Koro does lock down the dragon, but Aluka, heroic play, but he's now very dead. ClearLove now looking for a knock-up on a Mystic who's trying to kite away. Shadow Dash doesn't find him just yet as Deft finally going to get that Trinity forced up auto attack and wreck him. Aqua Prison onto an Ezreal. Insult to injury there as Mako able to make the moves happen. ClearLove tunneling forward. That Spirit on full health. ClearLove on basically nothing. Living Artillery, though, really causing a problem here for Conan as he loses his life to it. And ClearLove continues to burrow after Spirit. Shadow Dash in there, pulling Spirit out. And WE
I don't know
It's
if
falling
you.
apart.
I don't know if you saw that, Atlas, but I'd like to
whether I
think
did.
it's a microcosm of Spirit's impact on WE. He casked 3 people on top of Ezreal. He literally pushed all of EDG right on top of the Aqua Prison locked up Xie.
Not good. Not so great. But EDG, after an extra 4